My name's Tammy Bryant. I'm the partner in charge of our client accounting services at Varney Associates. It's a mid-sized public accounting firm located in Manhattan, Kansas. That's been around for about 60 or so years.
I'm Veronica Sims with Varney Associates. I'm a senior manager on our CAS team.
Varney Associates started back in 1959, and our founder, T. William Varney, was a sole practitioner, had a few mainly tax clients, and from there it has grown tremendously. We're a typical public accounting firm that we do attest in tax and accounting services. We've had changes with partners, over the years, but the one thing that's kind of been consistent is us staying very progressive in the industry and trying to maintain, that forward thinking. Right now, kind of a cool thing is that we are a woman-owned organization, so we only have female partners. Varney Associates has been doing client accounting services for years, and we had attended a workshop with CPA.com and gained a lot of knowledge and just valuable tips, and we were trying everything on our own to move towards that direction and that implement that vision that we had. We kept reaching out to CPA.com, with various hurdles that we were approaching, things like that. And then when we were at DCPA one year and they pitched this program, I thought, this is what we're missing. This is the piece that we need to kind of move us forward. So I was really excited to kind of engage in a more formal structure with CPA.com and kind of using their best practices and tips and tricks to really structure us. We were making forward progress. It was just slow. And so I think just having that formal structure, the support that they presented in the program to our owner group, it really helped us to just move things forward.
We've seen a lot of benefits at our firm with doing this coaching program. It's great to we have a plan and we have a team behind us that holds us accountable and really helps us work through some of the roadblocks that we were experiencing. We have a team of 4 of us within our firm that are the CAS leadership team working through this initiative. And so the 4 of us work together and we really do meet on a weekly basis. And that really has kept us accountable and really helped us to move things forward in a quicker way than we were in the past.
I think our firm's biggest benefits with, being through the CPA.com's program was just having that structure, having that outside perspective and support, being able to rely back on that expertise and things that they have experienced with other firms. It just made us feel like we weren't alone in this transition. And then we could use that when we would go and kind of promote change to our owner group. Then they saw that it wasn't just us coming up with an idea. We were supported by CPA.com and we had ran things by them. And so it's just a little bit having that structure and support really that's created our benefits.
I think the most impactful change that I've experienced going through this, we worked through a homework assignment and it was called the Roles and Responsibilities Grid. And it talks a lot about the role that you play within a client, whether it's the CFO, the controller, the senior accountant, staff accountant, all the way down to the clerk. Within our firm, we've always kind of tackled a client. And so if I'm the CAS person on the client, then I do everything from running the payroll to doing the bills, all the way up to consulting and building that relationship with the client, which is a great thing, but it's overwhelming when you want to build on even more than that. And so seeing that there's this separation to have teams of people in charge of clients and how that can look and what you have to do to get there. So we have a lot of people, or we have a lot of our team members at a certain level of the roles. And so if they want to move up, this gives them a roadmap to go up to the level that they want to go up to, and gives them the expectation of what they have to do. Simone Biles talks about lift while you climb. And so our whole thing with this is that every person on the CAS team is expected to, if you want to move up to the next role, then you're requesting to be mentored and requesting to sit in on meetings. But then you're also, as the person running those meetings at the higher level, that you're pulling people in and mentoring them and teaching them how to move up to where you are. It's a big time commitment, but we've seen a lot of results and a lot of change that we can make to push us to where we want to go.
Before we started with CAS coaching, it was like a client would come in who had capacity. We would assign that client, and it really didn't matter what all was included in the scope. That person was just expected to manage and handle all of it. And so we realized we weren't really setting up our staff for success and wasn't providing the best opportunity for the clients either. And so we kind of stepped back and looked at what each level of service would be and who would be aligned with that, with their expertise. And so now we're kind of stacking staff on client engagements based on the scope of work. And it's really been helpful. We see a lot of excitement in our staff and feeling like they're not frustrated on one client and not challenged on another. And so we're keeping them in a much more consistent growth opportunity for them and to really develop their skills. I know there are other leaders out there like myself that probably think we can do it all and we don't need any outside help. But I would highly consider, my practical guidance would be to consider how long that journey might take, how many roadblocks you might stumble across and get frustrated along the way. So when we considered an outside guidance through CPA.com, it really changed everything for us. And so I would just highly recommend that for other firms to seek out, just to give them that extra support and that strength that they're going to need to continue through the challenges that arise and the roadblocks that they come across.